How to rebuild trust after infidelity. Hello and welcome back to the Happily Committed channel. If this is your first time visiting the channel, welcome. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to join the community. If you've already been a part of this community for quite some time, welcome back. My name is Danny, and I am the head coach here at the Happily Committed Project. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, we are talking about how to rebuild trust, right? After cheating, after infidelity. And this is something that I get asked all the time. And it is something that unfortunately is very common. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to create a two-part video, right, on how to rebuild trust after infidelity. So this video in particular is for the individual who was unfaithful. So if you are the person who cheated, if you are the person who broke the trust in the relationship, this video is for you. If you were the person that was betrayed, this is not the right video for you, or maybe it is. It'll help you to gain perspective and become or understand the process that your partner is going to be going through and what they are going to be learning and how they are going to try to implement these changes, right? But if you are specifically looking how to rebuild trust if you have been betrayed, that will actually be the second video that is posted in this series. So without further ado, let us jump right into the video. So the first thing that I want to talk about, again, this is for the person who was unfaithful. So if you cheated on your partner, the first thing that you want to do is end the affair completely. There is no reason for you to continue to speak to the affair partner unless there is intentions of building something new with them. And at that point, it's really just about ending the relationship as amicably as you possibly can and moving on so that you are not dragging your partner through the mud. But if you really want to make the relationship work, if you recognize and take accountability for your actions and you know that you want to invest in trying to repair and reconcile, again, the first thing is ending the affair. That is the most important part of the process, because if you do not do that, there's no way for you to be able to repair and reconcile the relationship. The second thing is be completely transparent. What does this mean? It means be open and honest. Any question that your partner has, it is important that you answer that question to the best of your ability. And to be honest with you, if you do not know, if you don't have the answer at that time, it is okay. But it is important that you communicate that. Don't try to make up something or say what you think your partner wants to hear, because I guarantee you the question that they are asking you in this moment is not going to be the first time they ask you that question. And if you give them different responses from now until, if you give them one response now and a different response later, that's not going to help you in building trust, right? So you want to make sure that you're being as honest as you possibly can. And if you do not have the answer, it's okay to say, look, I honestly don't have the answer for you right now, but what I can do is sit with this, think about it, and really try to provide you with an honest answer once I've given it some thought. That is an okay response. If anything, that is actually the most recommended response, because you're being truthful and you're not trying to make things up, and what can be taken as you manipulating the situation to try to maybe escape the question or just get it over with or move on from it, right? Because right now, it's a very sensitive situation, and it's important to take into consideration and empathize with your partner. They are going through a lot emotionally, same as you. You know, you are going through a lot. And it's not that you are a horrible person or a bad person. It's you made a mistake. You know, that being said, if this is something that has happened multiple times, right? You've cheated on your partner more than once, either with the same person or multiple different people. At that point, It is a choice. And I can't sit here and say, it's okay, you made a mistake, because once you pass the threshold doing it 2, 3, 4, 5 times, it's no longer a mistake. It is an active choice that you are making. It is a decision that you are making that you know will potentially end the relationship. And at that point, it's really just about taking accountability for your actions. The third thing is really try to reflect on the reasons for the infidelity. What was going on in the relationship? What needs and expectations were not being met? Why is it that you did not feel fulfilled enough in the relationship that you sought the attention of someone else? Is it possible that you have been in relationships before where you have not felt loved or validated, and for some reason you brought that into this relationship, even though you were getting some of those things in this relationship? Or maybe the connection had died. Maybe you've been in a long-term relationship with this individual. It's been 10, 15 years and the intimacy died 3, 4 years ago. And you either have communicated that and nothing has changed, or you haven't communicated that and you didn't give your partner the ability or the opportunity to make those changes. Whatever the case may be, it is very important that you take time to reflect and think about the reasons. What I like to say to people and what I truly believe is that infidelity is not the disease itself, it's the symptom of the disease. There is something else that is brewing under the surface that was a catalyst for this to happen. Now, let me be very clear, that does not mean that it is excusable. When we choose to be in a relationship with somebody, that is a commitment that we are making to that person and to ourselves. But that also doesn't mean that now that it's happened and you've made the mistake that you need to continually beat yourself up for it and feel like shit and all those types of things. Sure, is it normal to feel bad? Is it normal to feel guilty? Yes, I would be concerned if you didn't. But if you continue to beat yourself up, you're not going to get anywhere. You're not going to progress. You're not going to have the confidence necessary in order to reconcile and repair the relationship, because at the end of the day, this is going to be a marathon, not a sprint. It's going to involve empathy. It's going to involve patience. It's going to involve a lot of tears, and it's just part of the process. However, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. It is 100% possible to build something new, something better than you had before, but you have to be prepared for everything that comes with that. So I invite you to take a step back and really try to analyze what is at the root of the infidelity itself. And if you have no freaking idea, I am more than happy to navigate that with you. I'm more than happy to sit down and ask these questions and really get to the root so that you feel like you are making progress, so that you feel like you can finally get to the place where you build a new dynamic and you're able to rebuild the trust. I have helped many, many, many couples before achieve that. It is possible. I am telling you, I'm not selling you a bill of goods. I have seen this happen time and time and time again, but it's about processing things correctly, navigating the situation correctly, and making sure that the timing is right on these things. If you have no clue where to start, I highly recommend booking a one-on-one coaching session, and I will provide a link down below in the description box so you can click on it and go directly to the coaching page and book your session right away so that you can start to actively make the changes that you need to be able to get to where you want to get to. The other part here is do not victimize yourself. By you victimizing yourself and starting to feel bad for yourself and all of these types of things, what you're actually doing is that you're negating and you're dismissing how your partner may feel about the situation, right? Because you're so engrossed in how you are feeling about everything that you are unable to truly listen and understand your partner, which is what is necessary in order to be able to effectively communicate and work through the conflict and the issues. So don't lead with this victim identity. Sure, you messed up. Sure, you feel bad. Sure, that is a normal part of the process. But do not allow yourself to just give up and lay down in the pit of despair and say, woe is me, right? Because that's not fair to your partner either. It's not fair to you, and it's not fair to your partner. Take accountability, acknowledge, apologize, and move forward. And the last part here is you're going to need to empathize and be patient, And for me, if you're wanting the relationship to work, it's not about inviting you to do it. It's about saying, no, this is a necessity. It's going to be important for you to empathize and be patient with your partner and yourself. Forgive yourself. If you do not forgive yourself, you will be walking on eggshells the entire time. And every decision you make, every move you make, you will second guess every single thing that you do, and it will destroy you. You will feel like you have lost yourself. And if you lose yourself in this process, it's going to be very difficult to be able to build a new dynamic. So let's work together in getting you to a place where you have a strong foundation, where you come back to yourself, where you feel confident enough in yourself to be able to reconcile and repair the relationship. I also highly, highly, highly recommend the infidelity training that we have created for you guys. I will also provide a link in the description box down below so that you can access that training, so that you can get that training and start to work on the relationship immediately. Because what you need right now is to feel like you can action something in this moment to regain control of your relationship and of your life. And this training will help you to do that. The one-on-one coaching session will help you to do that. Trust me when I tell you this. If you feel like you just need more information, you want more support, you want to be able to read a little bit about the subject matter, right, which is infidelity, you can visit us at www.happily-committed.com, where we have a ton of articles and blogs that you can utilize for the time being. But what I am telling you is going to work and has been effective for many, many, many people before is that infidelity training and the one-on-one coaching session. Again, my name is Danny. I'm your life and relationship coach. I hope you're staying happy and healthy. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, if you feel like you need support, I am more than happy to help you navigate this situation because I understand how complicated and complex it can be. Let's get you to achieve the relationship of your dreams. Let's get you to get rid of this bad dynamic that you've been in and create and build something better and new. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. And I will see you in the next video, which is part 2 of the infidelity videos on the channel. And it is going to be for the individual who was betrayed. See you guys in the next video.